Hello, today is Thursday, April 15th, 2021, and today we're going to be doing a couple things. The main one is I wanted to mess around with Lua a little bit, well, a little bit more I should say. Let me get the Gamedev stuff. Where did I even put that? There I put it. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to mess around with this a little bit. I have Zero Brain up and running, so I've been told to use Zero Brain, but I might have to switch to something else, because one, it's an incomplete dark theme. Also, I mean, it looks pretty good for an open source project, to be quite honest. And it comes with a ton of stuff. I'm very happy about that. But yeah, I do want to learn a little bit about, I want to learn a little bit more about Lua, for various reasons. There's some stuff I might be doing in the future that might involve Lua in some ways. Also other things, but mainly Lua. Anyway, so pistons are giving you a headache percentage guy. Yeah, I did try out the Plinko map, but I don't think you were here when I did. Let me open Gravelbox. Alright, let me actually open it up. Because, yeah, I did look at it. Yeah. As far as the pistons, I was looking at the stuff you sent on Discord. I don't know what to tell you about that. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that. Do I like it? I don't know. Let's mess with it a little bit. Are these emissive? They look emissive. Are they giving off light? Anyway. Do I like it? Yeah, it's kind of neat. I think well, I don't know. I was gonna say, it almost looked to me like the one in the start menu is a different one. Like the main menu theme. I can't listen to it because I don't have my headphones on. And if I put my headphones on, actually, I probably need to tell Twitch to stop playing so that people can actually hear the music and sounds. But yeah, I can't hear it. I just checked for whatever reason. Oh wait, I got the OST on a YouTube video. Oh, okay. Yeah, the issue is that for whatever reason, OBS is a pain. OBS is just a serious pain sometimes. And whenever I have the Twitch soundtrack thing running, apparently it doesn't pull audio from the games, and I don't know why. It just chooses not to. But yeah, the Plinko stuff is kind of fun. It is interesting. Hang on. Actually, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so cool. But yeah, we can do, I mean, you can make like a little Plinko thing. You can add little tracks to it and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. Let's see what happens. Do they get stuck if I do this? They do. Interesting. It's a shame you can't rotate stuff. That would be kind of nice, right? I see you really like the kinematic cubes. Yeah, they have become the new kinematic lights. And you know how I act with the lights, so let's clear everything. Oh yeah, rotation, that would be nice. Now I know what I forgot on Trello. Yeah, rotation would be kind of cool. Let's see here. What else can we do with these? I don't know if there's anything else I wanted to try. I think we tried like basically all the fun stuff, like all the crazy stuff. I don't think there's any way to make rotors go beyond a certain size, just because if you try, they warp like out of existence or something. Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't tried that before. Huh. Well, there's the, oh, that rotor is gone. Seizure rotor on Plinko, yeah. Let's see. Actually, what will it do? I think I've tried this before, but I don't remember what it did. So what did we do? Oh yeah, we grab this, and then we increase, no, we grab that, and then we increase the size of that? No. In that direction, we increase the size of that. Alright, and I don't even think we need to do that much else. We just increase the size of it, and eventually it just builds up so much momentum that it just kind of, oh, really? Okay. Reset. That rotor is stuck there. I actually can't move it. gonna turn it on. Yeah, no, that rotor has just decided that it's not moving. Okay, fair. Yeah, I think there's something. You don't even really have to do that much to them. They just kind of become sentient on their own. But yeah, that one just kind of broke. Oh, I know what's going on. Okay. So this isn't actually scaling in one dimension, even though it shows that it is. I see what's happening here. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. There we go. We could put a couple zero-G ragdolls in here and just let it destroy them. Yeah, it's great. Actually, I think we can grab it. I have no idea what exactly happened. The rotor physics just broke. Yeah. I don't know either. I don't know, they just don't work. Interesting. Wonder if I can clog this up with bodies. Curious if you can form like a clog of bodies. I think you can, actually. Before the trigger was a thing the rotors weren't jelly. Before the trigger was a thing, the rotors weren't jelly. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, but it does look like you can just create like a mass of bodies here. Because like I think eventually they just kind of stop falling, right? Actually, how many of them reach the bottom? I don't actually know. Yeah, you can just start creating a mass of bodies. How do the acid droids behave in that map? How do they? So, hold on, I actually can't open the console? That's interesting. Let me know when you're back, because I have some thoughts. Hey Omar, how's it going? Wait, did I forget to add the prefab? Yeah, I can't open the console, unfortunately. Is there a way, so actually hang on. If I close the game, add that to the bug reports, yeah. Hang on, I have a thought. Okay, so if I close the game, so is it possible to load one level from another? Like, you can load level, acid droids, right? From the default level? Can I load level into the... I know how to open the console. How? So how do I open it? Is it F4 or what is it? Open level default, low level Plinko. Yep, that's what I thought. My console will still work, yeah. Open so we can just load level Plinko. Yeah, how are you doing, Omar? Because the console has don't destroy unload. So yeah, we loaded Plinko. Okay, cool. So now, what is it? It's SM. Is it SM game object or select object acid droid? Acid droid as such? Yes, it is. Okay. And so as long as I never close this, it should have no issues. Not doing great. Oh no. That's not good. I hope Plinko can make your day better. So they behave kind of like that. Do they make noise when they hit stuff? Is that what they do? Or how do they work? I actually don't know. Do they make noise when they hit stuff? Or do they just make noise? I mean, they are kind of interesting. The acid droids are just constantly... Oh, they just constantly play that theme. Okay. So if there's more than one, they... If there's more than one, they just play it louder. Ever told you about my one and only friend? I don't think so. What's up with your friend, Omar? So these are, yeah, these behave in a very interesting way. Let's see. Go down. That. So if we put a ragdoll in here. No, okay. Oh wait! Wait a minute! You can delete parts of the ragdolls? I'm sorry, when was that a feature? What? You could always just delete parts of the ragdolls? I don't have friends. No, I'm not talking to him. Aw, that's not good. Everybody needs friends. I'm sure Percentage Guy would be your friend. Wait, so since when? You could always delete stuff? What? Oh my god. Yeah, that really sucks. It really sucks whenever you have a fight with your friend. Like, I know what you mean, man. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well then, we can do some fun stuff with that. So we delete all of the body, or if we delete the body out of all of them, like such. Yeah. Then we can just create a mass of limbs. Oh, that's very strange. Fun fact, Acidroid is the only item in the game that has color other than red, gray, black, or white. Just some correction. That guy was my friend from class 7. But, what is, oh, from class 7, like, grade 7. Oh, wow, that's probably been a long time then. Yeah, I mean, sometimes as time goes on, people just kind of grow apart, I guess. Or, I don't know, maybe it's just like a temporary fight. I don't know. I mean, it really sucks to fight with your friend, though. I know, kind of know what you mean. Wow, that's very amusing how some of these, very amusing how these limbs just go flying everywhere. I don't know why the physics in this game are just so amusing. There's just very few games where you can do that. Also be able to tab, yeah. Tab to close the spawn menu would be nice. Just using the lights like this is always fun. Huh, hang on. You can really, like... I bet you can get stuff outside of the map with this. We're friends for 4 years. Oh, okay. I mean, that's a long time to be friends with somebody. Huh. Hey, Percentage Guy, I broke things again. It looks like... That's amazing. Yeah, I don't know how that broke like that. Oh, I think I do know. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I understand how it breaks now. So what it is they get trapped behind the light, and then whenever they get... It looks like there's 2 box colliders here, and then whenever they get caught between the edge here, they break like that. Yeah, maybe some, I don't know. Maybe this will cheer Omar up to know that I broke something. Oh, look, I broke more stuff. Oh, they break in a unique way. Wow. That's a very interesting way that they break. Oh, wow. Unity doesn't know what to do with this. Okay. Yes, the colliders are literally intersecting. Yeah. I don't understand what's going on here. It's like Jello. It really is. It's just like Jello. Oh my god. I wonder if those are ever going to come back. Unity is drunk. Yeah, it really is. I don't think that's me. I think that's Box 2D freaking out or something. Possibly? I wonder if it's just a feature of limbs, or if you can get other things trapped behind there. Because I think if we put enough cubes here... Actually, I wonder if you can do the same thing with ragdolls, and I wonder how they would look. Probably look very interesting if they got trapped behind there. Okay, so you can do the same thing with cubes. So let's check out ragdolls. Let's clear everything. You keep finding... How do you keep finding things? I told you, my job in the software industry was QA tester. It was basically my job to do this. And I was pretty good at it. I mean, it's not really my job, but, you know. It wasn't exactly this, but it was something more or less close. It was our job to write, basically to write code that would automatically find bugs. It wasn't in this kind of system, it was actually in a website, but similar concept, basically. Oh yeah, you can't, it doesn't look like you can force the ragdolls behind there. Yeah, it looks like they just keep coming back. Interesting that the lights got that way. Yeah, it looks like if something is small enough, I think, you can force it. But yeah, you can't do it with this. Or it looks like you can't do it with the ragdolls. Nope. Yeah, I can't get them far enough into the ball to actually cause issues. I think with a sufficiently large object, you probably could. Let's just keep scaling this. Nope, I don't think you can. I think it's not... I think it's actually not a thing you can do. Idea. Mess with the physics commands. Maybe. So what kind of physics commands does it have? Come on. Come on, get stuck in the wall. One of you gets stuck in the wall, come on. Nope, it won't happen. I mean, the limbs do kind of go everywhere. I don't know, just type help. Oh, okay. And you'll know. It's a good thing I didn't close the console, isn't it? Fizz bounce threshold. Oh, it's got don't destroy on load, so actually it won't matter, will it? So if I press F4, it'll actually come back. Is that what you were saying? Oh, okay, so the console has don't destroy on load, so it doesn't matter. I see. Okay. So Fizz bounce threshold? What's contact offset? That, so I have gravity, sleep threshold. Is there's a ping command in this? Does that ping command actually work? Anyway, what's the Fizz bounce threshold? I think that's the only one that's gonna do something. Wait, what? Yeah. I'm like, what does that do? Does that actually do something? Hang on, I'm noticing some issues. First off, let me clear everything. Let me reset this. Does that not do anything? Also, interesting. Well, Fizz gravity, I mean, it's not really gonna do much, right? Oh, interesting. I mean, oh, this is interesting. Okay, so if I'm here and I try to go to the left, it takes me to the end. Come on, work. No, it's like, no, you go to the end. Oh, there we go, now it works. That was weird, I don't know why it was auto-completing like that. So, I mean, we could set the gravity to minus 0.1, I suppose. So like there's just minimal gravity. Also, I assume the gravity needs to be negative, right? Like I assume that's how it works. Let's set it to half gravity, minus 4.5. That's not right. Minus 4.5. And so that should be at 1/2 gravity. But I don't know that the gravity settings are going to do much. Oh, actually, you know what? if I set the gravity really high, that would mean that there's an inherent force. So if we set it to minus 90, right? And then this should cause a lot of problems. Actually, wait a minute. Why is... Like, shouldn't they be falling much faster if the gravity is at 90? Like, right? Shouldn't they be, like, reaching, like, terminal velocity? Minus 900? Like, they seem to just be falling at normal speed. Yeah. Also, are the 0G ragdolls affected? No, okay. Do the bounce thingy. We can set the bounce threshold to just 0, so everything always bounces. Oh, let's just set it to 0. Submit. So that should cause everything to always bounce, right? No. Okay. Does it need to be lower? 1. Okay. Does this console actually do anything? That's my other question. It looks like this doesn't change anything. I'm curious if it actually does. Set it to 100. I think it's a percentage, is it not? Okay. That change anything? Go away, console. Okay, that's interesting. Try console on default. Try the console on default. Oh, okay. So I need to load level default. Actually, do we get 2 consoles if we do this? No, okay. It's smart enough. Although, interesting. So if I said, okay, let's look at this. Let's see, did that change anything? No. Doesn't appear to change anything. Alright, so if we said the physics gravity was at 0, minus 9 point... Actually, let's set the gravity to something positive. So let's set it to 4, because that'll cause things to go up, right? So if that had changed anything, now things would naturally go up, right? Instead of down? So yeah, I think the gravity is not working. Although that's interesting. Or are you adding this to the normal gravity? So if we set this to positive 10, yeah, if gravity were doing anything, these would be going up. But I don't think they are. So I think it's broken. I am a little bit curious, though. I still want to try to get the ragdolls glitched through the actual world, because I think you can. I think if... Ooh, I have an idea. I think I know how to get them glitched through the world. I have an idea, okay. I want to know if it actually works. So, it pings the address, okay, so ping 127, or no, what is it? It's 1.0.0.127, is that right? Or is it, no, it's 127.0.0.1, is that right? That's home. Well, looks like it worked. I don't know any actual normal addresses or any common addresses. But anyway, my theory on getting things glitched out of the world. If I put some kinematic cubes here, and then I drag the ragdolls into this, they won't be able... why is that in a developer console? YouTube? Will it actually... So will it resolve the domain name? I guess it should, right? Ping YouTube.com? Yeah. Oh, do I need to put in the protocol? HTTP. Yeah, it can't resolve it. HTTPS, no, it doesn't like that. So you need an actual you need the actual address. You can't just use the host name like that. Okay. So now the theory is that I should be able to prevent the ragdolls from going back. Oh, and it crashed. No, it didn't. Okay. Oh, jeez. It did not like whatever I just tried to do. It was like, nope, nope, you can't do that. That's great. Oh, oh, that's great. All right. I guess the ping command could be useful for multiplayer games if you see the server is down. Possibly. Box 2D moment. Yeah, it is kind of a box 2D moment. Yeah, they do eventually just slip behind the what is it, the lamp here. I think even a sufficiently large one they still can slip behind. But I still want to try. Let's see. No, I can't seem to make them. No, they still glitch behind it, and I don't like that. I think they do just have to be sufficiently small in order to make it work. Maybe? Yeah, I think they do. I think like these, for whatever reason, these things with joints don't work like that. I don't know why. Let's see if we can. Oh wait, reset, clear everything. Let's see if we can create like a funnel or something. Let's clear everything. Yeah, let's see if we can create like a funnel. Because maybe that will work. So if we just put enough kinematic cubes in here. Actually, I wonder if I can slip something behind the kinematic cubes. Let's see if we can create like a funnel. Right? Then we can get a bunch of bodies here. And then create one of these. Scale it up super high. Oh, interesting. This ragdoll is coming along for the ride there. Alright, now I think we can just push these dudes into here. Well, that almost worked, actually. Huh. Okay. Interesting. So I wonder if I can, like, get them trapped behind something here? I wish you could set, like, the default scale for new objects, because that would make this a lot easier. I mean, I guess I could take one kinematic cube and scale it up, but, you know. Okay, so let's see. Can I just sort of pull something behind there? No. Not quite. Why not use a huge kinematic cube instead of a light? Because the light has like curved bits to it, and I think they help. I think the curved bits like kind of help, I don't know, corral the bodies. Plus, I think part of it too is that they're getting caught on the light. But yeah, I think it might be possible. Okay, so maybe, I wonder if I can just sprinkle a bunch of cubes here and get them caught on one of the cubes. Because I bet you I can. I don't know. Maybe you can't. Yeah, let's see. Let's just see how much we can break box 2D. Also, let's put a little bit of stuff here, just so that they can't escape through the side. But yeah, being able to change like the default size might work. Okay, so now we do this. I have a Unity challenge for you. Okay. What Unity challenge? Get a neural network to drive a car. I could do that. It's been a while since I've messed with neural network stuff, but I know that that's like a common thing, so it might be possible. I'd have to really think about it though. I've never used neural networks, but I know that you can do that in Unity. Anyway. Nope, that didn't work, sadly. Nope. I don't think it matters how fast I do it either. Come on. Doesn't... I think it's almost working. I think if I add more cubes, it might work. Just add more cubes. That's the solution. More cubes. It's always the solution. Unity has a sample project that does exactly that. Oh, really? Hey, Zaysha. We're trying to reproduce some bugs in Percentage Guy's game. But yeah, I think, like, I've looked up how to do it before, and I think you're right. I think they do have a sample project that does it. Yeah, we're basically trying to figure out if we can glitch the physics engine. But for whatever reason, it looks like you can't do it with large objects, and I don't know why. Report it if you find any LLL. Report what? Any bugs? Yeah, it looks like what we can do is we can just put a bunch of cubes, and if we crunch them into the wall, eventually they'll get stuck. So we're trying to figure out if you can do that with entire ragdolls, and it looks like you can't. I need as many bugs as possible fixed before Saturday. Why? What's going on Saturday? So then Saturday is, okay, Saturday's the release, I see. But yeah, it looks like if you do this, see, some of them eventually get stuck in there, but only a small number of them. But the more you do this, the more you can make that happen, and I think the faster it goes, whoops. I think the faster it goes, easier it is. Actually, now I'm kind of curious, because I've seen, okay, hang on. If I put down a kinematic cube right here, then we increase, wait, hang on. Oh, can I not interact with that if it's outside? Huh. Wait a minute. Hang on, I can't, oh no, I can't, okay. I was just imagining things. I was like, wait, I think wait. Oh. Oh, okay, hang on. That looks interesting, doesn't it? It looks like I can like if I'm going left and right, it looks like I can actually like push it left and right, but you can't. Anyway. I saw that and I was like, wait a minute, what just happened? Yeah. So my thought is, what if I get a very large kinematic cube and then I put it inside the wall here? And then I spawn something in the wall. Oh, it just goes right through the cube. It's like, nope, I don't even care. Okay, well, that's fine. Interesting. No, it just completely ignores them. Okay. I love how in the corner, the text is like, please can I be in your stream? Yeah, basically it's, the text is just like crashing the stream. Reset. Timescale. Oh, interesting. So you can spawn reset. Yeah, okay, so it looks like the ones up here you can just spawn and they do just do this normally. Okay. What do the ragdolls do? Oh, nope, you can get ragdolls stuck outside the map. Okay. So you just have to click far down. Look, those are just going off screen. Oh, I like those ragdolls. They're just leaving. They're just like, nope. Nope. Oh, that's great. Oh man, that looks creepy. Wow. That looked really creepy for a second there. Look at that. Wow. They just get ripped apart. That's extremely creepy. Wow. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, it looks like you can get the ragdoll stuck if you try hard enough. Not up here, though. Yeah, I think down here, too, yeah. So if we just spawn a bunch of ragdolls in here, what happens? Oh god, it dies. it dies. It gets mad. Okay. So yeah, it looks like there are still some issues with spawning things outside. Okay. So question, if we put a bunch of ragdolls in here and then we put an explosive in here, then what happens? I can't interact with it, that's what happens. Oh no, I legit can't interact with that. Oh no, I can. Interesting. That was interesting. Huh. It's been an hour already? Oh my god. No, it hasn't been an hour. It's only been half an hour. And the stream's only been out for like 45 minutes. So everything's fine here. Cool. Wait, did it? No, it's only been like half an hour. It said it's already been an hour. It says 45 minutes. Yeah, well, the stream timer is 10 minutes beyond the actual, stream timer is 10 minutes beyond the actual, like, time that I've been doing anything. Like, that's how long the stream has been at? 30 minutes, 15 minutes, what's the difference? Well, I mean, I don't know, an hour or half an hour? Yeah, I don't think there's much else. I don't think there's any other issues. I think the only one is just that if you spawn things at the right place, they just kind of get stuck. I love how they just kind of like seek the ground. It's great. It is interesting they can't be influenced. Oh, they can. Okay. Oh, wow. Interesting. So wait. I can create a giant thing of orbs here? Yeah, okay. So we just create a bunch of these. And then we get a light and we move all of them to the left somehow. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we do this. I'm not sure if if I can fix box 2D. I don't know that it's box 2D. I think that you need to just, it has to do with colliders and the edges and things like that. I think you need to do a couple, like, I think you need to just despawn stuff that's out here or something. It's great. It's like a shotgun. Yeah, that's great. I think you might also be able to put like multiple edge colliders or something and that might fix it. Yeah, I love how stuff just goes everywhere. It's great. It's just too amusing. I don't want to limit the camera movement, but I'll try to stop you from doing that. I don't think you need to limit the camera movement. I think you can just not... I think you can just like do a raycast and just say, hey player, you can't spawn things out here. You know what I mean? Like if you do a raycast and you end up hitting like one of these colliders, you just say, hey, you can't spawn anything there. I think that might work. But anyway, let's actually try Lua now. It's been quite a while. Let me look at soundtrack here. Let's play that. Okay, that looks like it's playing. Anyway, so I was trying this a little bit before the stream, so it looks like Zero Brain does some interesting stuff. So if we do hello world, and then we run this, I think this is the run command. Yeah, we can actually get like a hello world thing here. Also, I'll try to find a way to make the camera movement movable with the middle click dragging. Okay, yeah. That would be nice, because I did kind of want a middle click to actually do stuff. Anyway, so one of the things that I wanted to check out with Lua is a little bit of the object-oriented stuff, because it did look kind of interesting how it works. So I was looking at it. Apparently, you don't have to make hello world. You can do hello world. You don't have to make hello world. Well, no. That's correct grammar. That's correct grammar, right? Because you're saying hello and then you're saying it to the world. right? I know that you don't have to, I know that you can concatenate strings like that, but like, no, the actual grammar is like that. It's like the difference between, so the way that it's commonly explained is, you know, the difference between like, let's eat grandma, 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 God, I cannot type. The difference between let's eat grandma and, you know, let's eat grandma. A little bit of a different meaning, right? But yeah. Okay. Well, other people, there's a lot of people who don't type it that way. They type hello world without the comma. But yeah, I know. You can put the two, I know you can do that. Well, I had actually forgotten that you could do this, but yeah, I know that you can put the two like that, but yeah. Okay, so it appears, so I've been looking at the object-oriented stuff. I would change the thing to dark mode, but it's not really going to do that much. Also, let's mute that and mute that, and I think all of you are muted. Yeah, all of you are muted. Okay. Can also do, oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. The double thing is a string concatenation. So it looks like you can make, so if you were to say account with balance, function withdraw, account.balance. So the object here, so this account is like a global object, I guess. And then this is just saying account.withdraw, so it's probably adding a method to the table here. I assume that's how that works. It just adds the withdraw to the actual table. And then you can say account.balance, blah, blah, blah. So let's just check that out. But I think that's how that works. If you want to print a bool, you have to convert it to a string with str first. You can't print raw bool. Interesting. So wait, Lua operators? Oh, they don't have an inversion operator. Oh, that's interesting. Oh wait, do they? Oh, they have a not. Huh. Interesting. Nope, there's no good way to do that. Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, now if you print out, show, if we do dat, can I set the indent level somehow? I probably can. Okay, so if you did like, you know, print, I think you can go, yeah, it didn't look like that was an operator. That's what I was worried about. So if we do this, you should try to use that, okay. I can try to use that. I think it's with the not keyword though. So if we print this, so we can print that, okay, cool. And then if we were to say, you know, that's 100, and that should print 100, right? Yeah, okay. And then if you did something like, I don't know, withdraw, or account, dot withdraw, I don't know, 10. Then you printed the balance, you should get 90, correct? Yes, correct, okay. So what we can do is I think we can say print, so if you said print balance greater than 100, or I don't know, greater than 90, sure. This would give, so what you're saying is that this should give an error because a bool can't be printed directly. It looks like you can print a bool directly. Unless this is some other feature or something, or unless this is some feature of the IDE. So that breaks because that's an unexpected symbol. I mean, it might also be some feature of the IDE, right? That just like overloads this so that you can. Or maybe it's an older Lua feature. So yeah, that does exactly what you would expect. Let's look at the Lua print function. See what it'll do. Print, what does it take into it? Oops, print? Yeah. So the max of two numbers is that. Function, parameter. It doesn't seem to have any limits on what you can and can't do. So how are you using it, percentage guy? It might have just been like the usage, right? Like that might have been the issue. Okay, so in this case, if you were to do that, does not work anymore? Yeah, because the count is a global object. So the issue here is that if you pass in self, so you modify the meta table there. So that's a click team thing, maybe? So what it might be is a click team might have their own like Boolean implementation or something. That's a possibility, I think. Also, camera's being weird. There we go. Alright, so if we pass in self, okay, that's okay because then we'd have A1 as the reference. Withdraw equals that. With a self parameter, we can use the method for many objects. Okay. That's interesting. So yeah, we can do that. Function withdraw self that. Pass in self, okay. Yeah, all that makes sense. So then the idea is that you could create the meta table for object. Set the meta table for O. When Roblox, wow. Probably at some point. I was looking into it. But I need to get better with Lua before I do Roblox stuff. But yeah, Roblox is sort of part of my future plans. Possibly, depending on what actually happens. So I did have a question. For Roblox, what do most people, like I know that a lot of people want to learn how to actually do stuff in Roblox, but what do most people want to learn? I'm actually curious about that. Like, if you were to go to like the forums on Roblox, like what's the #1 thing that people are asking to learn about it? Because I know, I know that a lot of people do, but it depends. Yeah, I mean the ones who want to learn like the Roblox Studio stuff, I assume that's what most of them want to learn. Because I know that there's a lot of people who do want to learn that. So some new O, and then there's self. So self is special. Oh yeah, self. We get that. Yeah. So set the meta table of O to be self, or is it self to be O? So set meta table. It is trivial to implement prototypes. If you have two objects, A and B, all we have to do to make B a prototype for A. So B is the prototype for A. Okay. Index equal B. So we set the meta table for O to be whatever self is in this case. So if we pass in new, so I don't know where self comes from in this case. That's the part that's confusing me. Like I know that self is like an implicit parameter, but I don't know in this function call where it's coming from. Right, so like if we copy this, surely this works, right? Like all we have to do is this. Then you should have made Snake a 3D first-person game. That'd be interesting. A 3D first-person version of Snake. Didn't they have like a physics version of Snake at one point? Wasn't there a Snake 3D game? Make a first-person version of that. Oh god. It's the instance the function is in. So Snake 3D. Oh, well this is not a 3D game. There was a version of Snake. Isn't self just like this? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's sort of, well, I think that's what it's mimicking in this case. But what I don't get, so the thing that I don't get, so my understanding is this, this semicolon is a special syntax, and basically what it means is it's like the equivalent of that. But my question is, in this case, where is self? Is it, because this would be the O parameter, right? This would go to the O, but what is being given for self here? That's the part that I don't get. Like, where is it coming from? Because, we need some other part of this. Do we need the stuff from the previous one? Is that the problem? Is that why I don't understand this? So do we need this part of the code? Like, do we need that? Because if we need that, then that might make more sense. It's the account. Oh, okay. So this, okay. I think you're right. Okay, that's weirding me out. Okay. So I guess we can define it like this, and then self is implicitly this table in this case, I suppose. And so we can do, we get rid of this. So then this is, so this is the prototype, and we are adding methods to this table here because it's the prototype, and this syntax passes in self, and self in this case points to this table because it's the prototype. I think I understand that. So this would technically be mutable, I guess, but it wouldn't actually change much. So I think I understand that. I think that makes sense. So, yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was weirding me out for a bit. I assume, okay. So if we print a.balance, so if that's true, right, then this should end up being at 100. Oh, this should print 100? Something like that? Yes, okay, so that does print 100. So if we put 10 here, then it should print 110, because, yeah, okay, so it takes the initial balance. Okay, that's interesting. So I assume this can be called, oh, whoops. I assume this can be called like this. Right? Does that work? That does work, okay. I like that a bit better. Okay, so that's going to take a bit to get my mind around. I actually don't like that syntax. I actually prefer that syntax. I don't know why. I guess it just, well, I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I do prefer this syntax. I don't know. I'd have to think about it, I guess. But okay, so that seems to work. Yeah, there was a 3D snake game they made at one point. It was not this, and it was also not this. There was one, it had like, it was relatively recent too. I thought it was like 2016 or something. I don't actually know. By the way. Yeah, I think the way you explained it is correct though. Okay, well I can't find the recent snake game. But I know there was some, it might have been a 2018 one actually. Hardly used OOP in Lua, seems like Python though. Yeah. Yeah, I think I sort of get it. I think it's, well, I think the OOP in Lua, from what I just read, isn't it closer to JavaScript? Like, I thought Python, doesn't Python have like actual classes? Whereas like, JavaScript has the prototype stuff. because the way that I'm understanding it is that you create this object and then you tell Lua that it is to, you add like the deposit and new sort of attributes to this. And so, yeah, you basically add those attributes to it. Or not attributes, but like, they're like entries in the table. They're names that point to a method. I refuse to learn JS. Oh my god. JS is actually a really good language. All things considered. I mean, it's kind of like Lua in a lot of ways, actually. If I understand this correctly, I think their ideas of things are almost identical. But what do you not like about JS that you refuse to learn it? I mean, I guess the major issue with it, blasphemy. I think they are pretty much identical though. I really do. I think that this is how JavaScript does stuff, and that's why it has such a weird reputation, is that it uses the prototypical inheritance. And so the idea of self and this and stuff like that get all mixed up. Because if a parent meta table is executing a method, the local this is equal to the parent, it's not equal to the child. And so it starts getting all funny how it actually works. But what's wrong with JS? I mean, other than, its existence. And also, what about TypeScript? How do you feel about TypeScript? See, okay, I think this actually works. So yeah, all of that, I think that works. So then there's inheritance. Okay. So now if we said new limit equals that. Yeah, I really don't like that syntax where you don't... Oh, the same difference? Okay. It's the same thing. Yeah, I mean, if I were going to use one, I'd prefer TypeScript just because it has the actual static typing. Like, it'll actually tell you if something is horribly wrong, but, Okay. 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 So also in view, if I set the zoom to be okay. I do want to increase the zoom a little bit. Alright. So in this, we set special account new with another method. Subparameter will refer to that. Therefore, the meta table of S and those indexes will be that. Okay. So, what am I skipping over here? Okay, so we have this, we have that, we have that. Okay. So if we just grab all of this and put that out there. Cool. Okay. So now, if we do a special account which allows the customer to withdraw more of this, so special account equal account new. Oh, okay, so you can just create... That's interesting. So you can just create a... You just create a new version of this for the actual prototype. That's interesting. And then if you set that, it's new with a limit of that. What's that? So that will create a new instance of that with a different limit. Okay. To be honest, I have no use for JavaScript. Oh yeah. I mean, the only use that I have for JavaScript is for my screens, for my recording stuff, or not recording, but streaming stuff. And I really don't like the language syntax. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, the only use that I really have for it is like for like for the intermission, like the timer is also like a web page, but it's animated in JavaScript. Same thing with the starting one, just a web page animated in JavaScript. Oops, that's wrong. Yeah, lack of type safety is kind of annoying. Like, that's probably the worst feature of it. But I mean, Python, like, don't Python and Lua have the same issue, though? They have sort of issues with type safety. Lua casually has an arrow function. Yeah, casually has an arrow function, but it has... So wait, am I wrong? Can you call functions without the parentheses like this? Is this just like a Lua thing? Where you can just like call stuff with no parentheses for no reason? Or is it just... Is there special syntax around that I don't understand? So from what I understand, this special account here creates a new instance of this that it uses. Yes, the reason I don't really use Lua or Python. Ah, okay. Because I assume, like, my guess is that this here, like, this call here is identical to this. I think that's true. But they've just decided to not include the parentheses because, I don't know, because reasons. Yeah. I don't know. I agree, JavaScript is one of those things where I don't think it's good for like larger projects, but if I could do like, you know, normal scripting stuff in it. Also in Python, I do use the type safety functions. Oh yeah, they have the syntax. They have the new syntax for it or whatever, the newer syntax for it. It's not exactly new. But yeah, I've seen that. It's kind of neat. Also, why would you make insufficient funds and that error literally kills the entire program? Well, to be fair, you don't really want it to continue. If you know, I don't know, the thing that I'm not entirely sure about is the error handling in Lua. Like, I know that you can do, what is it? It's XP call, you can do that. And then give it like a function or something, or give it an exception handler. But what I don't know is, can error be, it's like, what does error actually do? Like, does it return an error, or does it return a string? Because it looks like it takes in a string, but I don't know what it actually, like, I don't know what the error looks like. That's the thing that bothers me. Because if it's just a string, that would make me mad. Imagine your ATM just crashed because you don't have enough money. Imagine your ATM being coded in Lua. That would be my first problem with that, is that it's coded in Lua. Anyway, so I think if we just add this here to that. So I think what these do is these add new, like, kind of overloads, or not overloads, but like overrides. Yeah, overrides, that's the word. Add overrides to withdraw, and then they add an extra get limit. I think that's how that works. And so we could create this, and we could say like limit is equal to 1000. Something like that. Welcome to another episode of Why is my internet shit? Yeah, I think it is an issue with your internet, because mine looks like it's okay. But it might be mine, I don't know. Okay, so it's interesting aspects that we do not need to create a new class to specify a new behavior. Only a single object needs a specific behavior. Oh yeah, because you don't have to, right, okay. You can modify only this single one. Oh wow, that's interesting. So with this information, okay. So in that case, if I understand this, so if you set S Wait a minute. So we said S, wait. I think this is right. So S is equal to, is it just special account, colon new? Sure. And I think that'll just work, right? Then you just say s.limit, or .getLimit. Something like that. Or is that going to cause an error? Is that really, oh, expected function arguments near print. Huh. So does it want that? I assume it wants that. Oh, it doesn't like that. Okay, fun. Attempt to index local self a nil value. Okay. Let's pass in something to it. How about that? Nope, you don't like that. Okay, fair enough. Okay, what if we just print you? Then what are you gonna do? Well, you're a table. Okay, that's good to know. So that should create a new version of you. A gamer's browser history. YouTube, Netflix, Twitch season, Twitch, Steam, Google. How to do obvious, yeah, basically. Stack Overflow, GitHub, YouTube, yeah. Basically it's just Stack Overflow, and more Stack Overflow. Oh, is it because I'm creating, no, it's not because I'm doing that. So if we withdraw, I don't know. Dot withdraw 100? Because that should work, right? No. What did I called withdraw. Well, in my case, let's Stack Overflow and answers.unity. You found answers on the Unity forum? That's amazing. Are there actually any answers here at all? Huh. That's interesting. Wow. Are people actually answering these questions? It's... How to use non-mono behavior class in a Unity script. Well, this is a fun question. Class colors. What is he trying to do? Interesting. Oh, I think his issue is with the random.range, right? Movement is disabled. Why I use method, a method in player movement. I don't understand why when I use this. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand what behavior is being observed there. Interesting. Oh, we have to call, no we don't. Interesting. So, so we just call this. Does this work? No. In main chunk, attempt to call field. Why did it fail? Okay. It attempted to call a field. So does that mean that we can't... That's interesting. Most infuriating things, not working code, misaligned things, a thread with the answer of, never mind, I solved it. Yeah, exactly. That's a Stack Overflow thing too. It is kind of annoying to see people like, it's like, I solved it, good, can you tell the rest of us how you did it? That would be nice. Yeah, I can't say I fully understand why this doesn't work. So that does new, that does new. Is that just not... Okay. So let's check that out. Huh? What about that? What will it do? Oh, that's going to call... Oh. Obviously we can't do that. What am I doing? Why? I don't want to print this. That's the issue. That's still a problem. Okay, fine. Fair enough. So this should point to account, right? Oh, it doesn't have an I at the end. So you liking Lua? Trying to figure it out. I think what I need to do is I think I need to just actually start reading this stuff, and that's the problem with reading this stuff is it's going to be boring for everyone else. So I need to really understand this a little bit, though. So let's assume, what happens if we call this? Does that break? It doesn't like that. Why does it not like that? Because account exists, and it should have this. Does this only work? Does this only work if I call like that? That works. Okay, do I have to call those functions like that? Is that what's going on? So I can't call it... So if I call this, does this still break? No. Okay, interesting. So I don't know why I have to call it with that. I guess I have to call it with that syntax because it passes itself as the default argument. Is that what it is? So with this, it basically just moves itself over. So actually, wait. So doing this would be identical to, and it's not like that, it's like that. So doing that would be identical to doing that. No? I think that's right. Right, percentage guy? I think these two things are functionally equivalent. Lua has no such thing as classes. Yeah, I know that it has no such thing as classes, but it has meta tables, which are basically... They function basically the same way. Well, they can be made to function basically the same way. I don't know that much about it. Alright, so obviously we don't want to do this, we want to do that. We'll create new, and then we'll pass in that much better, pass in that. And so then, can we just print s get limit? Does that work? Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. So there's the thing that I don't understand. Why this, whoa, because there's an R. Yep. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so that's what it is. Right, okay. So if my thought is correct, yeah, exactly. So if my thought is correct, then I should be able to put a dot here. And then I should be able to say get limit at s. That works. That will not, because that's trying to call it on that table with no argument, right? Because it expected an argument. Okay, right. Attempt to index local self a nil value. Okay, that's what it is. So self is a nil value in this case. Okay, that makes perfect sense. I understand now. It's like calling a function and growling, grrr, limit. Yeah, exactly. It's like growling at Lua to make it work. Interesting. So now, self-index equals self. I don't know what this means. I think this means search. Actually, I don't know what that means. I'm not going to worry too much about it, though. So, okay. I think I understand that part of it. So multiple inheritance. This is interesting. Because objects are not primitive in Lua, there's several ways to be object-oriented. method we saw previously using index meta method is probably the best combination of simplicity, performance. Nevertheless, there are other implementations which may be more appropriate to some particular case or some particular cases. Okay, so we have create class. Is that a special operator, or is that just something? Is that just an expression that they're using to make this easier? Parents arg is the list of parents. Interesting. Okay. So named function named get name. Okay. Account as usual. Set meta table. Okay. Each instance still belongs to one single class. Wait, despite the multiple inheritance. Therefore, the relationship between class and superclass is different from the relationship between class and instances. Particularly, class cannot be a meta table. Jeez. For its instances and its own meta table at the same time. Following implementation would keep a class as the meta table for its instance to create another table to the class's meta table. Interesting. So I guess the ith superclass. So if we create a class here, so the named account is subclass of both. Create instances as we do. So get name. Looks for the field index. For the field index of named accounts meta table. Because this field contains a function Lua calls it, the function looks for get name first into account without success. Not nil value. Of course, due to the underlying complexity of the search, performance of multiple inheritance is not the same as single inheritance. A simple way to improve this performance is to copy inherited methods into the subclass. Interesting. Okay. I don't think this actually matters at all. It's a single method approach. A particular case, the previous approach occurs each object in a single method. In such cases, we do not need to create an interface table. Instead, we can just return a single method as the object representation. Oh, that's interesting. Another interesting case of single method objects occurs when this single method is actually a dispatch method that performs different tasks based on a distinguished argument, possible implementation. So you say action, okay, so it's a method dispatch. Interesting. Objects is quite effective. So this is basically, this is just map coercion in Groovy, basically. Basically all that is. That's a fairly interesting idea. I would imagine that you could do that. Like, that's probably good for testing if I had to guess. Second assignment, weak tables, okay. So memorize functions, okay. So that actually doesn't look that bad. I think I basically understand it. So in the case of, let's see, life. So this should be the game of life, if I understand. Like, this is Conway's game of life, if I understand it correctly. Yeah, Conway's game of life, core library. Okay. And I don't know that this, does this actually do anything? I think it logs it, right? Interesting, so get rules, KB, KI, KS. Huh, interesting. There's get rule name, there's the rule, rule SSC. Huh. Yeah, very interesting. Alright. So this is init table, init string table, okay. Yeah, I get most of this. This is toString, str explode, yep, implode. Interesting that those have different capitalizations. Is that on purpose? It doesn't look like it. Huh, that's interesting. Okay. So there's all of this. I think we can... I think that can be dealt with. So you enter a number, or end of number. Okay. Init file. Live 105. Okay. Init file elif. Interesting. Oh, 105.life. Oh, I see, okay. Yeah, all of that is very interesting. See, it looks like all of this is just two number, tset, le. Yeah, it's crazy how simple the syntax is for this. But it still seems to be able to do a lot of stuff, but I can't understand like half of what it's doing or why. I don't get what the fascination with like short variable names is in Lua. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But this stuff is pretty crazy. So function return mnh. Self get array, okay. So internal data primitives. Internal data primitives. Okay. Huh. I'm not very curious what that syntax means. Is that like just a static? Maybe? I love how they've expanded the matrix out, that's crazy. So there's that, internal data primitives, more of those. There's rule data, return rule.data. Cool. I mean, for being only 750 lines, this is actually not that crazy. I'm actually very curious what this does. What does this do? It doesn't seem to do anything. Okay, I guess it doesn't run on its own. That's fair. I think the issue is that I think I'm just gonna have to read a lot more before I'm gonna be proficient enough with Lua to do anything crazy with it. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call the stream here, and I'm just gonna do some more research on Lua and see what I can find out. Let's have a look here, see if anyone... No, okay. I didn't think so. Thank you guys for joining me. I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. US Texas, and then back again in the afternoon. Hopefully tomorrow I will understand enough about Lua that we could get started on actually making a game with it, because I do want to do that. I want to try making a game with, like, I think it's Love 2D, I think is the name of the engine. And that's not on my screen, so I'm not going to worry about it. But anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow.